Eating heavy meals too close to bedtime. One of the most common bedtime mistakes women over 60 make is eating dinner too late or consuming heavy meals within 2 to 3 hours of going to bed. Your body operates on a circadian rhythm, which means your digestive system has an optimal schedule for processing food. When you eat late at night, you are forcing your metabolism to work during hours when it should be winding down. Research shows that consuming food close to bedtime leads to higher nighttime glucose and insulin levels. This creates a metabolic disruption that prevents your body from entering the restorative sleep phases it desperately needs. Your digestive system stays active, processing that pasta or chicken dinner, while simultaneously trying to initiate sleep mode. These two processes conflict with each other, resulting in fragmented, poor-quality rest. The problem becomes even worse if your late meal includes foods that are heavy, fatty, or spicy. These foods require more intensive digestion, which increases internal body temperature and can cause acid reflux or heartburn when you lie down. Many women also experience increased nighttime awakenings and bathroom trips after eating late because their bodies are busy processing nutrients instead of resting. The metabolic consequences extend beyond just one night of poor sleep. Regular late eating is associated with a higher risk of obesity, insulin resistance, and metabolic syndrome, especially in women. Your body expects food during daylight hours, and when you repeatedly feed it at night, you train your metabolism to stay active when it should be shutting down. This creates a pattern that makes falling asleep and staying asleep increasingly difficult over time. Keeping the bedroom temperature too warm. Most women over 60 keep their bedrooms far too warm at night, and this single mistake can destroy sleep quality without them ever realizing why. Your body has a natural temperature drop that signals it is time to sleep. Core body temperature decreases by approximately 1 to 2 degrees Fahrenheit during the night, and this cooling process is essential for initiating and maintaining deep sleep. When your bedroom is too warm, you prevent this natural cooling from happening. Your body struggles to lower its internal temperature, which keeps you in lighter stages of sleep and causes frequent awakenings. Many women make this mistake because they feel cold during the day due to slower metabolism or reduced circulation, so they assume they need warmth at night as well. This assumption is incorrect. Research conducted on older adults found that the optimal bedroom temperature for quality sleep is between 68 and 77 degrees Fahrenheit, with the sweet spot being around 68 to 72 degrees. When temperatures exceeded this range, sleep efficiency dropped significantly. Participants experienced more fragmented sleep, spent less time in restorative slow-wave sleep, and woke up feeling less refreshed. The consequences of sleeping in a warm room go beyond just feeling uncomfortable. Elevated bedroom temperature disrupts your circadian rhythm by interfering with melatonin production. Melatonin is released when your body begins to cool down. So if you stay warm, melatonin secretion is delayed or suppressed entirely. This makes falling asleep harder and reduces the overall quality of the sleep you do get. Hot flashes and night sweats, which are already common in women over 60, become dramatically worse in warm environments. If you are waking up drenched in sweat, lowering your bedroom temperature by just a few degrees can make a substantial difference. Layer blankets instead of cranking up the heat and allow your body the cool environment it needs to sleep deeply. Exercising intensely too late in the evening. Exercise is universally beneficial for sleep quality, but timing matters enormously, especially for women over 60. Many women schedule their workouts or physical activity in the late evening because that is when they finally have free time. This seems logical, but it creates a physiological problem that directly sabotages sleep. Intense physical activity raises your core body temperature, increases heart rate, stimulates the release of adrenaline and cortisol, and activates your sympathetic nervous system. All of these effects are the exact opposite of what your body needs to prepare for sleep. Your nervous system becomes energized and alert, which is perfect for productivity, but terrible for falling asleep within the next few hours. Studies show that vigorous exercise performed within 2 to 3 hours of bedtime can delay sleep onset and reduce sleep quality in older adults. The stimulating effects of exercise can last for several hours, keeping your body temperature elevated and your mind alert well past your intended bedtime. This is particularly problematic for women over 60 whose ability to regulate body temperature efficiently has already declined with age. However, the type and intensity of exercise matter significantly. Low-intensity physical activity in the evening, such as gentle walking, stretching, or yoga, can actually improve sleep quality. These activities promote relaxation without triggering the stimulating effects of vigorous exercise. Light evening movement helps reduce stress and tension without elevating cortisol or body temperature to levels that interfere with sleep. The ideal solution is to schedule moderate to vigorous exercise earlier in the day, preferably in the morning or early afternoon. Morning exercise has the added benefit of reinforcing your circadian rhythm by exposing you to natural light and signaling to your body that it is time to be awake and active. Reserve your evenings for gentle, restorative movement that prepares your body for rest rather than stimulating it for action. Using electronic devices right before sleep, scrolling through your phone, watching television, or using a tablet in bed has become such a normalized habit that most women over 60 do not recognize it as a serious sleep mistake. The blue light emitted by these devices is not just mildly annoying. It actively disrupts your brain's ability to produce melatonin, the hormone responsible for making you feel sleepy. Your brain relies on darkness as a signal that nighttime has arrived and it is time to prepare for sleep. Blue light from screens tricks your brain into thinking it is still daytime. This suppresses melatonin production and keeps your circadian rhythm shifted later than it should be. For women over 60, whose melatonin production is already naturally declining with age, this artificial light exposure compounds an existing problem. Beyond the light issue, the content you consume on devices is equally damaging. Checking emails keeps your mind engaged with work stress. Scrolling through social media exposes you to emotionally charged content that activates anxiety or frustration. Watching news programs floods your brain with distressing information that triggers your stress response. All of these activities increase mental arousal at the exact moment when your brain should be winding down. Many women justify this habit by claiming that watching television helps them relax. While it may feel relaxing in the moment, research shows that screen time before bed is associated with longer sleep onset latency, meaning it takes significantly longer to fall asleep. You may feel entertained, but your brain is being stimulated rather than sedated. The solution is to establish a strict digital curfew at least 1 hour before bedtime. Replace screens with genuinely relaxing activities like reading a physical book, listening to calming music, or practicing gentle stretching. If you absolutely must use devices, enable blue light filters or wear blue light blocking glasses, though complete avoidance is far more effective for protecting your sleep. Drinking fluids excessively in the evening. Many women over 60 make the well-intentioned mistake of drinking large amounts of water or other fluids in the evening hours, often because they are trying to meet daily hydration goals they neglected earlier in the day. While staying hydrated is important for overall health, flooding your system with liquids close to bedtime guarantees multiple nighttime bathroom trips that fragment your sleep and prevent you from reaching the deep restorative stages your body desperately needs. Aging naturally affects bladder capacity and control. The bladder becomes less elastic and holds less urine than it did in younger years. Additionally, the kidneys produce more urine at night as you age, a condition called nocturia. When you combine these age-related changes with excessive evening fluid intake, you create a perfect storm for sleep disruption. You may wake up 2, 3, or even 4 times per night to urinate, and each awakening pulls you out of deep sleep. What makes this particularly problematic is that once you wake up to use the bathroom, falling back asleep becomes increasingly difficult. Each interruption activates your nervous system, and the more times you wake, the harder it becomes to return to sleep. Some women lie awake for 30 minutes or longer after each bathroom trip, losing hours of potential rest over the course of a single night. The type of fluid also matters significantly. Caffeinated beverages like coffee, tea, or soda, consumed even 6 hours before bedtime, can increase nighttime urination and disrupt sleep quality. Alcohol, which many women mistakenly believe helps them sleep, is a powerful diuretic that increases urine production and causes dehydration, leading to multiple awakenings. The solution is strategic hydration. Drink the majority of your fluids during morning and early afternoon hours. Taper off significantly after 6 p.m., limiting intake to small sips only if you are genuinely thirsty. This allows your body to process fluids before bedtime, while still maintaining adequate hydration throughout the day. Taking long or late afternoon naps. Napping seems like a harmless way to combat daytime fatigue, and many women over 60 have made afternoon naps a regular part of their daily routine. However, napping too long or too late in the day is one of the most damaging mistakes you can make for your nighttime sleep. While a short nap can be refreshing, extended naps reduce your sleep drive, which is the biological pressure that builds throughout the day and makes you feel sleepy at night. Sleep drive works like hunger. The longer you stay awake, the stronger the pressure to sleep becomes. When you take a long nap in the afternoon, you release a significant portion of that accumulated sleep pressure. By the time bedtime arrives, your body simply does not have enough sleep drive built up to fall asleep easily or stay asleep through the night. You end up lying awake for hours, frustrated and wondering why sleep will not come, not realizing that your afternoon nap is the culprit. Research shows that naps longer than 30 minutes, or naps taken after 3 p.m. significantly disrupt nighttime sleep architecture in older adults. You may feel temporarily refreshed after a 2-hour afternoon nap, but that evening, you will pay the price with insomnia, difficulty falling asleep, or waking up at 3 a.m. unable to return to sleep. The timing of naps also affects your circadian rhythm. Late afternoon naps confuse your internal clock by sending mixed signals about when your body should be awake versus asleep. This weakens the distinction between day and night, making your sleep-wake cycle progressively less reliable over time. If you genuinely need daytime rest, limit naps to 20 to 30 minutes maximum and schedule them before 2 p.m. This brief window allows you to recharge without sabotaging your nighttime sleep drive. Better yet, address the root causes of your daytime fatigue, such as poor nighttime sleep quality, lack of physical activity, or nutritional deficiencies, rather than relying on naps as a band-aid solution that creates more problems than it solves. There's a great video on the screen now. Don't miss it, okay?